Hello my friends, this is Marta from Drop of Sunshine, and today I'm coming to you with a product review for the Spectrum Noir Sparkle Liquid Ink. This is a product I received for free, and I was chosen to make a review for the craft world. Every single week they asking people who are interested in doing a review product to sign up, and they chose some of the crafters to and they send the product and ask you to have a quick look, play with it, and just let you know what you think about this. And this is my turn, and thank you so much for giving this opportunity. This is a product I've never used before, so this was my first time hands on it, and I'll just quickly walk you through what I did with what method and what techniques. And I hope this is some information you could find it helpful and help you to make a decision whether you would like to buy the product or not. I'll tell you about my decision, like what I'm thinking about the product as well. So let's jump to the video, and I hope you will enjoy it. I did quite a few things with them. I wish I had more time because I just received them yesterday and I need to do review for tomorrow. So that's just gave me today to play up. But I was trying to do as much as possible with them just to give you my honest first opinion. This is the review of my first impression. It's not like I've been testing the product for a long time and recommend it or not recommend it. It's just my first impression on the product, what I did with it, and then at the end of it I'll tell you whether I would buy it again. Well, I didn't buy it, I received it, but would I buy it or am I gonna buy it? Because I only received 3 of those colors, and there is quite a lot of the other sets. And they have like all like a Christmassy color or like a silver gold black color scheme. They also have this clear set, which is also nice. It's all 3 jars of the clear sparkle ink. To me, the product is kinda looks like you would use some sort of a wink of Stella on top of a coloring medium, but you've got it all in one jar. And yeah, so every time before you use it, you have to shake it very well. There's 2 little balls just to help you spread the mixture. And I just want to tell you one thing. This product settles really quickly. Like, I was just mixing the other one second ago, and have a look, it's all already set on the bottom. So what I did, first thing, I did a little swap. So have a look on the gorgeous color, how sparkly they are. This one was a little bit foamy, and once it's settled, it's just got those couple blobs, but this one I've managed to spread evenly, and it's lovely gorgeous, like a shiny blue color. There's a pink, yellow and blue color combination, and I just did it on the watercolor paper. I just did it straight from the jar, use my brush and just do a little bit swap. This one was made on the medium paper. This is a Canson mixed media paper, which is like sort of more like a similar to watercolor properties. It's holding the moisture very nicely. And what I did, I put a coat of the water first, and then I distribute the color, and have a look how gorgeous it looks like. It's absolutely amazing, and I love it, and I love this rainbow color. I love the easiness I was managed to mix up the colors together, and I've got this smooth like coming through from one color to another, and it's absolutely lovely. So this is what I did. I had a leftover on my glass mat, so I pick up some colors. First I picked up this one. Have a look. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely amazing. I love it. It's very hard to show the shimmer on the camera, but I hope you manage to see it a little bit. And here was the other one, and then I did a couple of the yellow splashes just to complete the card. So I've got a ready mix background. I was trying to do a splashes on its own, just to see whether it's working, if it's not smudging or anything. No, it stays nicely, and I must tell you, the product is so rich. I don't know if it's like a shimmer mica powder, whatever. I don't know the composition, like what's inside, what's the particle, but you can feel under your finger there is a texture, and it's got this beautiful shininess, and I really love it. Now I also try to do a swatch, same kind of to this one, on the black cardstock, but have a look what happened. It's lovely shimmery, but you could not tell which color was which. They all have the same like a shimmery formula, and on the black cardstock you can't really use the color, like, well, you can do it, but you're not gonna be see the color. It's just the shimmer pop out. However, I quite like it, and I think I would be keen to try the clear one as well. That's probably the most use for the clear one, is with the darker cardstock, where you cannot see the color, but you still could achieve this shimmery look. Now, next thing, what I did, I was of course playing up with the background. So this is what I did. It's combination from the yellow and the blue, and it's lovely shimmer. I really like it, and it was a dabbing technique. I had the ink on the glass mat, and I was just picking up the color. Now another thing I did, I was trying to do some ink sprays from it. So I have those little mini misters, and I pour some inks over there with a little bit of the water, and I was using it as a sprays, and that was working really well. And what I could show you, this is the one I was spraying, and I spray from both sides, one blue, one pink, and I've kind of let them a little bit to mix into a purple tone, but you could still distinguish the blue and the pink color tone, and I really like it. It was how shiny it is, and absolutely lovely. This is just a white matte cardstock. It's not a pearly paper. It's this is the product made this shimmer. I also did another thing. This one I spray the same way, but much heavier coat. And what I did, I used my heating tool straight away. So I didn't let it to sit naturally. I just heat it, and this is the result I got from it. Another thing, I was picking up the inks from the glass mat. That was when I had a little bit less, and I sprayed with the water leftovers. I sprayed my glass mat with the water, and this is what the result looks like. I really like it, and I love it. It's just a basic card, but I could cut it and use it. Especially I like that I use it on a linen cardstock, because this linen is just adding extra interest to this cardstock. No, next thing I did was I have a few more here. So I've tried this one to actually use the spray on this little piece of sponge and then go over it, and this is like a blending. It's kind of similar what you would do with distress inks, and I also like the results. I really like how it melt to the orange, but then it's a harsh line here. I think I was just too slow, and I didn't manage to melt what am I trying to say, blend it properly. So but I don't mind it. I really like this this heart, so I'll probably use it on some project. I'm not gonna throw it away. For those of you who know me, you know I'm keeping everything. I was trying to do a stamp with it, and here's the result. I'm having a couple yellow blob everywhere, because when I was shaking the yellow one, I didn't close it properly, so a couple of my pieces I just got this yellow stains. But I was trying to stamp with it, and what I found, actually I'm just gonna show you. I found this old stamping pad, and it was clean because I washed it, and what I did, I poured some colors on it, pink from one side and the blue from the other one. Of course I've just shake it very well before I did so that way I've managed to get myself a ombre stamping pad. First I've just poured a pink one, and I was trying to stamp with it, and this is quite blobby because this is my own mistake, because I wasn't waiting long enough to wait the ink will sink to the pad, so that's why it's so blobby and you cannot really tell it. But then I've add another color. I wait a couple minutes just to ink properly set on that pad, and I use the other stamp, and here's the effect. Oh, it's upside down. So as you can see, it stamps really nicely, and you've got this lovely shine. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but of course the yellow blobs everywhere. But and then I was trying to stamp with some other it's more kinda stamping similar to I would use stamp with distress ink. However, it gives you this nice shininess, and I really like the ombre effect I was managed to create with the ink pad. So I've tried the stamping. I found this Alta new set. This is the modern anemone, I think. Grab the set. Oh, here we go. That was a free gift in one of the crafting magazine. So what I did with that, I stamped a couple of the black images, and then I was trying to stamp with directly from the pad with this full stamp. And this is what I was getting. The result is quite blotchy, but then I've decided to wet the paper a little bit. I stamp the black image, then I wet the paper with the brush, and then I stamp over it, and look on that. I really like that result, and it looks really nice. And this one, I sprayed the paper with water, and then I was stamping on it. So again, it's nice, but I think I would rather do with this method. When you stamp the black image first, then you wet it with the brush and stamp directly on it, because once you spray the paper, is just too much and it's bleeding outside the stamp image. So this is what I did. Another two things I did, I was trying to paint with the colors as well. And this is, I sprayed the piece of paper. I've got a yellow dirt, but don't look on that. This is a silver embossing image, and I sprayed with the water heavily, and then I was trying to paint with it, and it was just a bleeding few places. I didn't manage to keep it nicely. Besides, I was rushing. It's just a quick coloring just to see whether it's gonna be working or not. And I did the same with the black ink stamp, and this one I wasn't very heavy with the water before, so I managed to keep the colors much stronger. And the only one thing I could tell you, for this color combination, I'm finding the blue a little bit too blue for my taste. I think I would rather have it like a little bit more like a baby blue color, because this one is more like a jeans tone color. However, you can dilute it and it will be lighter. So it's just a matter of adjusting your color palette. I would probably have to, for coloring, just to put a little bit on the glass mat, then add some water and then paint from it, and that would give me the nicer, like a baby blue color tone. So you can definitely paint with it. So I tried that one. Now another thing is, I used some texture paste, and I had this piece that was just a white canvas. I add some white texture paste in the middle, and then I was using the sprays, blue from one side, yellow from the other, and let them just melt, kind of blend in between. And I kind of like it. It's really shiny, and it works well. And this is just a non-prime, just a simple canvas straight from a store. And so this one you can do it as well. So that's another thing. Now I was trying to take that Canson mixed medium paper over here. Oh, my baby's crying. I'm sorry. I'll need to have a look. I'll come back to you in a second. Right, I'm back. My son is obviously with my husband, and it's typical story, is it? Whenever I'm in my craft room, he's trying to sneak in here and whenever I'm playing with him and his dad is going to play guitar into his own room, he's trying to get in. But because I'm having quite a lot of his stuff like a glue and things I don't want him to touch, I'm keeping the door locked. So this is why he was crying. He was trying to get in. Anyway, I've grabbed this Canson mixed media paper, and I was smudging the ink from the pad. I was just smearing one way, and then I turn it upside down, so I have this purple side in the middle. And look on that, it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's shimmery, and it's so nice. I'm quite happy, and I'm really pleased with that one as well. Same like with the Canva, with the sprays I use on the Canva. I'm very happy with it as well. Now another thing I've tried, oh, this is more stamping. Yeah, it's more kind of like a distress ink look. I did a little bit more spraying and some splitters on a piece of paper. This is again white cardstock, nothing fancy, and I really like this shimmer tone. Here I was doing a little bit spraying, and then the stamp I use this ombre pad I create, and the background stamp I have here. So have a look, it's really nice, and I'm kind of surprised. I mean, you do get quite a good stamping image as well, because the first one, as I said, it was all bloppy, but I think I didn't wait till the ink set properly in a pad. But this one, I like it. It's nice, shimmery, and it's gorgeous colors. I really like those colors. And now, next thing I did, my friends, I colored some ribbons with it. I used 3 pieces of ribbon. This is just a white satin ribbon, and I colored them with the sprays. And they do have this nice little shimmery effect on them. Obviously, the satin ribbon is not matte. It's got that shine. But if I don't know if you can tell, but it's got this extra shimmer. It's barely noticeable, but you can see it once you look closer, that it's a little bit more shinier. Again, what I said before, this blue, it's kind of dark to me, so I diluted, and I managed to create the baby pink, the baby blue, sorry, the baby blue ribbon color as well. So I reckon that if you mix and match colors from the jars, you'll be able to create like a green or much more colors. However, they do have the Spectrum Noir have a lot more of these sets. There is some purples, there is a Christmas color set, so you don't have to mix it. You can buy ready sets and you'll have it ready to go. Another thing I did, I've tried to color foie Miran flowers, because obviously we know it will be colored the paper one, so there was no point for checking that. But this is the foie Miran, and I've colored it. If I had more time, I would probably shape the flowers and show you the ready product, but I'm just hitting to the work in a few minutes, so I'm just rushing to show you everything. So it colors nicely, and the color doesn't go anywhere. So once it's one thing with the foie Miran, if you color the foie Miran, you have to wait for the color to dry before you start heating and shaping it. Because if you use even like a normal ink or something, you color the petals and then you will be trying to shape it straight away, you will be smudging everything. So the best thing I'm doing, what I like to do, I color the flowers, I leave them like for 20 minutes just to give them a proper time to dry, and then I'm shaping it. But as you can tell, it colors really nicely, and the foie Miran is picking up the color really well, so I'm happy with it, and this is another bonus. Another thing I did, yes, I did more. I had this air dry clay shapes, and I was trying to color them. I've broke this one, unfortunately, but I've colored this one in full color, everything, and it's really nice and shiny, and yes, I like it. This one I've tried to do like a dry brushing technique, and I really like it as well. It's just a different look. And the third one, which I think I like the most, is I've covered first layer with the yellow one, and then I go over, once it was slightly wet, with the touch of blue, just to give it like enhance the the shape. So I would definitely do it in 2 different tones, like not one, because it's just give a flat, but put 1 coat of a color, or even like a acrylic paint or something, and then go over it, and you will have this nice shininess to your shapes. So this is another thing I could recommend. You can use it with this product. Here again, I've tried a little bit of the stamping, and you can see how nice it stamps. It's really, I'm surprised with the quality of the stamping. I didn't expect it to stamp as well, but it's worked really fine. So that's another bit. One more thing I did, I've tried on a vellum. So I did couple splashes just to see whether it will color the vellum, would it be you know, smearing or not. But no, obviously you have to give a longer time for it drying for a vellum, because if it's wet it will smudge, obviously, but if you leave it long enough to dry, it will dry nicely. And have a look how beautiful it is. And you could cut some shape or a butterfly or something from the vellum, or even like run it through the embossing folder, and you will have a lovely piece. Let me just find something white. Oh, here it is. I've got some box I'm planning to make. So have a look against the white, how lovely and shimmery it looks. It's really nice shimmer. I like it. Apart from that, I did the one which I spray very heavily with 3 colors, and then I dry it with the heating tool, and this is the result. It's very shiny because it's got a lot more product on it. And I've burned it a little bit here with my heating tool, but again, this is just me trying to rush with everything, just to you know, make sure I'm testing as much things I have a chance to do. And here's the last bit of the vellum. It's curling a little bit because every time you use some sort of moisture with the vellum, it will cause to curl, but nothing really difficult to deal with. You just run it through 2 plates of your die cutting machine, or hide it in a heavy book for, you know, day or 2, and that will flatten up. I love it. I really like the results. It's gorgeous, and yes, recommend to use that product with the vellum as well. One more thing, where do I have it? Oh, here. I've sprayed some flowers. Obviously this is the technique, you would probably use it anyway. So this is a die cut shapes, and I spray it so it's nice shimmery. This one you have to watch, because if you spray your piece quite heavily, don't lift it, don't touch it, because I've moved it and the product just you know, run towards one side, causing me this blob. I'm not really like, you know, it's not the end of the world. I really like it, and I'm not gonna throw it away, but this is the color combination from the sprays I've achieved. There's what I did, I fill it like more than a half with water, and then I add a little bit of the product. So it really, the product gets you a long way, because the color are really intensified, so you will manage to do a lot with it. And what else I did, I have the Yupo paper, and this is the Yupo paper I tried. First one, I did the wash, and oh my gosh, look on that. This is amazing. I truly love it. And yes, it's just great. It looks absolutely fantastic. I love it, and this is one of my favorite pieces. I think they both, this one and this one, they really lovely, and I like them both. This one, it wasn't long enough. Actually, I must tell you, it was much easier to work on the mixed media paper, to blend it, because I put one color and the second one right beside it, and then I've just blended. But here I've started from the blue one. I was planning to put the yellow one in the middle and then the pink one, but it took me a much longer time to blend it, so eventually it only lasts me for the blue and the yellow one, because once I start blending, the green one was here, so I had to add the yellow, and this is why it's only 2 colors. But look on the shine, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it, I absolutely love it. And I did that, and then I did, I've got it dirty, never mind. Look what happened. Never mind. But this is the splashes again. I slightly missed it with this little spray, and not the full coverage, just 2 sprays here, 2 sprays here and there, and then I finish it off with the splashes using the brush, just a regular brush, and straight from the product I did some splashes. And look on that. I think the Yupo paper just stolen my heart with this product. I mean, like this product combined with the Yupo paper is just amazing. And again, once it's dry, it's I destroy it. I'm not gonna survive it. Never mind, I'll need to do another one. But yes, so I'm most delighted with it. And then I was trying to do a couple bits. I've used the kitchen sponge, and interesting fact, I've bought myself not long ago, I was in a store, I've bought those sponges, and when I find out I'll be testing those inks, I thought, oh, I could use some beauty blenders just to help me to test those inks. And when product arrived yesterday, I couldn't do the review because my husband was working, and I had to be with my baby because he's only 2, so he needs to be, like, you know, he cannot play on his own, not there yet. So anyway, I just decided to do review this morning, and I start from using the beauty blender. However, can you imagine, the beauty blender does not work. Whenever you spray, I'll just quickly show you. I'm gonna spray the product here. Just wait till it's just goes down and sit, and have a look. It's nothing there. It's absolutely nothing there. I was my biggest surprise, and I was like, oh my gosh, what happened here? And then for a change, I'll just show you. This is the kitchen sponge, and I'm sponging it, and voila, you've got it. So not sure what happening, but the beauty blender just seems like it's drinking all the product, and it's not give you anything, like absolutely anything. Oh, it starts tearing, but yeah, but there's nothing there. So that was my biggest surprise. So don't use the beauty blender, it does not work. And once I had those sponges with the color, I go over with again with this is a foam Miran flower. Now the other one, this one, when I was showing you, I was just painting straight from the bottle with the paintbrush. So this is what I did, and this one I used the sponge, and I color it with the sponge as I would normally do with the pastels or distress inks, because this is what I'm normally using to color the flowers. But I did it from the spray, and it worked really well. I'm quite happy with this subtle pink color, and I probably, if I had more flowers cut, I would probably do with more different colors as well. So this is what I did. And I also had I've got yellow splashes everywhere. Oh my gosh, I've been so messy crafting today that I don't know what's going on. Anyway, once I had those sponges ready, I go over the die cut pieces as well, so you can do that to enhance the borders as well. And I'm thinking it would be look nice, you know, like sometimes when you have the metal die sitting in it, and you could go over just to give you the nice border. That would be good use for it as well. And then another one I did in a pink color. I'm trying to have a look on my table. Is there anything else I did? Not really. What else? I've got the I had a little accident when I was pouring it into the bottles, and I had a lot of the blue one on my glass mat, so I didn't want to waste it, so I just dab a little pieces of paper, and I could use it to die cut some pieces from it. They all really nice and shiny, so I'm quite like it how it looks like Look on that, absolutely gorgeous. I really like the product. It's so much shininess in it, and it really gives you a lot of a good result. It will be good for a card making and for some mixed media projects. I'm really keen on to trying the other colors, like a dark this black color or a gold one, but I really like it. Look on that, it's gorgeous. This is just me trying to save the situation, and rather to put it in a kitchen towel, I just use it on a piece of paper and I could cut some shapes from it. Now, one thing, it didn't work. Let me just find it. I've got so much stuff to do, like so much stuff on my desk I did, so I don't know where I put it. I really don't know where I put it. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna show you that. However, what I did, I was trying to, no, I'm not gonna find it now. Where did I put it? Marta. Oh, Marta. Right, I'm having it. I couldn't find it because I turned it upside down and used it to show you the sponges. That the beauty blender didn't work. Now, one thing also didn't work, and I kind of expect that because I did it before with another shimmery product. It's on my review. I'll leave you a link at the end to the video. I mix it with the texturing paste and the acrylic paint, and as soon as I mix it with another medium, all shimmer was just gone. I mean, I like the color, and maybe if I would be in a desperate need of a color, I would use it, but it's not working. It's losing the shininess, so this is not working. However, it's not the main purpose of the product, so this is just additional thing I just tested and I'm showing you. And yeah, look on that. I like the shimmer. Anyway, so now it's time for my final verdict, and I must tell you this, I really love the product. I really enjoy it, and it's so versatile. You can use it with so many different things that it's just beyond. Like, if I had more time, I would probably came up with another 10 options to choose to use it, to test it, and I really enjoy it. The jars are jam-packed with the product. I still have quite a lot. I use up the most of the pinkish one, and then yellow and a little bit of the blue, because the blue is the darkest one. And I really like product. What I did not like, however, it's not something which will discourage me from the buying it. Whenever you just shake it, it's create that foam, which I didn't like. But it's not really something which is, like, you know, very hard to work with, or it's something which ruin your work. No, it's just something I've noticed. It's just foamy, and the powder is settled on a bottom but quite often. So if you're planning to do some longer painting or something, you will have to probably steer with the brush inside of it, or 2-3 times just lock the container and shake it back, just to give all the to mix all the ingredients. As you can see, the powders just settle instantly, like it's a matter of seconds, and it's already on the bottom. So that's one thing, and I'm very pleased with the product. However, what I did not like it, and this is like Spectrum Noir company, my complaint is the packaging. I mean, it's very nice, it's very well designed, it's lovely, but if I had to pour out of it, it's just absolutely impossible to do it neatly, and it's just like it's asking for a disaster. What I would rather have the product in this type of a bottle, which is like little nozzle, easy to pour out, and you can still dip the brush in it because the container is wide enough. So this is like my recommendation, but it's not necessary. I'm just saying that it's if you're planning to pour it, like especially into your mini mister, which is very narrow, and trying to pour from that container, it was quite challenging, and for someone clumsy as me, it's just asking for a mess. But anyway, that was the only one downside is the the container. I would change it if I had a chance, but besides from that, the product is very, very good quality. It's very versatile. It's lovely colors, it's beautiful shades, and there is a absolutely lovely selection of the colors over a craft stash. You can go there and check. They have a lot more of this sets. They've got a beautiful Christmassy one, and I'm really keen on that one because it's got this gorgeous red and the green one, which I really love. And for those of you who knows me, you know I love making leaves, so the green one, it's my color, and I would definitely buy that one. Green and the dark one, the mixed medium, like a metallic set. I'm definitely keen on putting my hands on the metallic set. If it comes for a price, it was £11.49. Yeah, I think it was 11 below the £12. So anyway, for 3 containers, it's like less than a £4 per container per product, so it's a really good price point. And considering how many different things you can do with the products, that's another plus. So in overall, my first impression is that this is a very good product, and I will be using it. I'll definitely use it more often for another projects or for some like a touch up. I really like the splashes it creates. It was just lovely, and I think it will be lovely finished touch because they're absolutely gorgeous and sparkly. And I think I'll be using it for the flowers as well, because I really like the shininess, and it's quick coloring because once you have it in a spray bottle, it's just a matter of spraying in a seconds, and you don't have to like spend hours to color your flowers. You just could like spray it and cut it, or first cut it and then spray it. And my most and forever favorite is just this piece made with the Yupo paper, and this is something I'm planning to use the product mainly, like not only on that, but this is something I really enjoy, and I must to do a lot more of the Yupo paper combination. I didn't spray it through the stencil or things like that, but obviously once you have it as a spray, you can do it all sorts of spraying on different, like through the stencil or masking or different type of techniques. But I just wanted to show you how versatile it is, like coloring different bits, like air dry clay, foam mirror, Yupo paper, traditional paper, watercolor paper, ribbon as well. So you can do quite a lot with this product, and I'm really happy with it. The only one thing I'm not happy is this container, which caused me a lot of trouble because I'm clumsy, and, and that was the downside of it. But in overall, I gave it a good review, and I'm really happy, and I'm looking forward to definitely buy the Christmassy set because I would like to try the green color as well, because I know I would love it. Yes, so thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy my video, and if you have any more questions or anything, just let me know. The video and the article, I will post the list of supply I use apart from the product. Obviously I will try to make a list of supplies on the craft word on the article over there. I will be writing today after my shift, and I will post the video tonight as well. Thank you so much for being here with me. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Stay blessed, Marta.